Hello everybody, I am BDF018 and welcome back to Gran Turismo Sport. Now, today we start off the next section of our series called Let's Do League Mode. We're going to be, obviously as it says, we're going to be starting through League Mode. We're going to be going through the whole of League Mode. Not in this one video obviously, as that would take multiple days. But we're going to be starting off with the beginner championships, working our way down. So, before we get into it, let's just give a minute for people to start to tune in and let's just see how everything goes, because I am looking forward to starting League Mode today. It is going to be a great video, I'm hoping. So much to look forward to today. We're on till, oh it's quite bright, we're on till about 9:30 or 10 o'clock. We'll have to see how I do for time, but we are going to be getting straight into it now. Let me just make sure the sound's good. Cool, all good. We are ready to start the stream. Let's do this. Okay, we start off on beginner mode. Now, I've not done any races yet, as you can see. Big fat 0 on total wins. So we're going to be starting off with the beginners Sunday Cup. 7 races. And we're going to stick with the suggested car class as well as N400. So we're going to see what N400s we have as we go on to power. No, it's under category. So we're going to be using the Porsche 911 GT3 996 from 2001 for this championship to get the most money out of it and to get the best, well, I wouldn't say the best experience, but the best. The best out of it, because you can get the most money out of using the correct class car. So I'm going to possibly upgrade the car slightly so it's at the top of N400, and we're going to be starting off this video with 6 laps around Northern Isle. Is this? Yes, this is Northern Isle. 6 laps around this track we're going to be starting off with. So what can we do to this car? Okay, we can put it up to 371 and we can reduce the weight a little bit. Let's just do that. I'm not going to do that much to it, we're just going to keep it as it is there. Sport soft tyres. So 6 laps on Northern Isle. This should be hopefully a pretty easy race. So see, we're in the 911 GT3 and the race is on. Our first race of League Mode. Here we go. So this is just obviously an oval, very short oval as well. Doesn't take long. Oh, bump the back of the RCZ. Doesn't take long to complete this race at all. Or to complete this lap, I should say. So let me sneak up behind this Mazda. Onto lap 2 out of 6 we go. And we are around this first corner here for the second lap. A little bit of understeer, but we are flying ahead of everyone else here. Nice easy race to get us started off with. We're up into the top 3, I forgot to say, and we now get into 2nd place. And we do take 1st place now on the start of lap 4. That's our fastest lap as well, 18.938 seconds, so that was a good lap from us. So we've had a good start to this this stream with a nice easy 1st place takeover on Northern Isle. Two and a half seconds in the lead now. Nice simple lead. Easy to like this track. Just literally 2 corners. Might as well be driving around a circle in this track. Another new fastest lap. Half a second nearly faster than our other previous fastest lap. That was 18.444. Can we get another fastest lap for the last one? I don't think we can. There was a little bit of a mishap on that corner at the end of it. Possibly we can. Oh, very close. So, our first win of the stream. Very easy race. Very easy win. And I am happy with that. That was only 3.6 miles. And we do get a trophy, first victory. You won't be able to see it, obviously. But first victory, the trophy is, it's a bronze trophy. Obviously for winning your first league race. So next we have 3 laps around Suzuka's East course. We're sticking with the 911 throughout the whole championship. So this race, a test of speed and technicality in corners, or a test of handling. It's a good learning track. I think the East Course, I don't really like the East Course with Suzuka, I will admit, but it is a short and easy circuit. I just find the constant, in and out S-bends, I find them a little bit annoying sometimes, but that's just my opinion. It's not that I struggle on them, I just find that they slow down a bit too much. Anyway, as we start race number 2 out of 7 for this championship. And we are on the main straight now. Easy overtake. Coming down to the first corner now. I was very fast into that corner, almost losing it, but we have got the Sport Soft tyre compound on, so we have got better grip than possibly some of these cars here. The 86 GR-MN pink car does go wide. Bump into the back of the other GR-MN and past the Mazda. Is that a Tenzo? Yeah, isn't it? I don't know what it is. Right, so we're up into the top 5 already. Past this Toyota and the Alfa Romeo. Into the top 3 and into second place we go. So this car seems to be the quickest in the field by quite a margin, as the first place does go wide. The Toyota GT86 that wasn't the lead, has now fallen down to 4th place after going, or 5th now after going onto the gravel. He's fallen down a lot, he's gone down to 7th place currently. Big mistake from the Porsche, from the Toyota driver. He's now in 8th. I feel like we can sit in this view for a little bit. It's quite a satisfying view to be in this one. That Toyota driver, who was in first at the end of the last lap, bear in mind, is now out of the top 8. Can't even be seen on my leaderboard right now, or on my race board. So that's his race pretty much over, if he wants to get any points. So we're doing good. Do have a little bit of a dust up on the grass there, but we are around the corners and into the last sector we go. Okay, let's go back to our normal view. The inside view is getting a bit annoying for me now. As we do head down the final straight. Okay, 59.070. Let's try and beat that on the last lap. I think we can beat it one more time. I hope my face isn't too bright in the camera. It does look very bright. I just upped the brightness yesterday for the stream due to it being light out when I was recording. I don't think I've turned the brightness down yet, so I hope it's good. If not, I can adjust it maybe. So if I am too bright in the camera, do let me know. So we do cross the line with a 57.590 for the final lap. And we do win the race by quite a margin. About 5-6 seconds I think we won that one by. So a nice easy win for us there. As we now can go on to race number 3. Which is 2 laps around Dragon Tail Seaside. Lovely circuit, one of my favourite circuits in the game, this one. Very happy to be racing on the circuit so early on in league mode. I feel like I do pretty good this one. So before we start this race, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go then. Into the next race we go. So I hope you're all having a wonderful evening, and if you're just tuning in now, hello, welcome to the stream. We're here for quite a while this evening. I'll say quite a while. It'll be a good stream. It'll be an hour and a half, 2 hours tonight of flat out racing. Nice short races for the first few days. Start us off. It'll be like this, you know, nice quick races. So get yourself comfortable, get yourself a drink, and just chill out and watch some mediocre racing. So kick back and enjoy if you're a racing addict, for sure. Or even if you're not and you want to get into it, give it a watch and see what you think afterwards. As we do come around, we do bump the Renault. Misjudged my width of the car. Went up into second place though. As I will admit, even with sport soft tyres, this Porsche is wonderful at driving. It's very quick and it's very grippy. It's coming behind the Audi GTS. He does go to the curb, and we do sneak past him. I really run a little bit wide into that corner, but we are okay. We're nearly 2 seconds in the lead currently. Are we now 2 seconds in the lead? So I'm now into the last sector of the track. Oh, my jaw keeps clicking. So into the final corner we go. We are currently 6.5 seconds in the lead. A healthy lead over second place, Gilbert. We hit 142 miles an hour going around this corner here. So we did set a 2-minute 4.171 on the first lap. Let's try and get a lot faster. Let's try and set a sub 2 minute. Let's try and set this lap. As I head into the second sector of the track, and we're going around these winding corners here. The winding lefts and rights. A bit like the east course of Suzuka, them couple corners are. Easily manageable though. We're nearly 11 seconds in the lead, so we could afford actually a spin out at this point, but I doubt we're going to. I hope I haven't jinxed that. Again, we're going pretty wide into that corner. And we're now into the last sector of the circuit, 7 seconds ahead, so we are looking at a sub 2 minute here. Hopefully a 155, hopefully we can get out of this one. That was pretty close to the wall, that one was. Almost smashed into the barriers. And we do now cross the finish line for a 1 minute 56.270. Good lap, good race. So I have kept that on. I need to do that. Okay then. We are here. Good. Okay, that is race number 3 completed of 7. We're a quarter of an hour into the stream. If you're just joining in, hello. We now have 2 laps around Alsace village in the 911 GT3. Okay, all looking good so far. The loading screen is the most annoying part of these streams, I think. The racing's really fun, it's just the loading screens are too damn long, man. You know, they take so long. Anyway, we are on the reverse of the circuit this time. We're not on the normal, the normal variation of it. Well, no, it's the normal variation. Sorry, focus. But it's just the reverse version of the track, I should say. But it's okay. It's no problem. It's just going to feel a little bit different, as that Toyota is so slow going up that hill. Just look at the power, the launch of this mighty Porsche. As a tight squeeze into 6th place, and we are up to 4th already from last, I believe. So we've had a very good start. Past the Mito. Are you even going to pose a threat to me? No, you're not. Mazda Atenza up next. Ice White Atenza. And a Peugeot RCZ in the lead. We're catching up with it nice and quickly, and we've taken the lead of the Alsace Grand Prix. Look at that. And oh dear me, that was a little bit wide, I will admit. Okay then. And again a little bit wide. Taking these corners a bit too hastily at the moment. We do need to calm it a little bit, I think. Sorry, I do need to calm it. I keep saying we, as if everyone's driving the car with me. I need to be a bit more, a bit less hasty. A little less hasty in the corner. There we go. Oh my god, I'm fumbling everywhere. I mean, we just started. Anyways, we are into the final part of the track. Only a couple of corners left to go for the end of lap 1. Everything's looking good so far. I'll admit, I don't mind this track as much as I used to. I think with this track I said I didn't like not long ago. I'm starting to change my mind on it. It is quite a decent track to drive around. It's not the fastest, but much like the East Circuit of Suzuka, it's very technical. It tests your cornering abilities at speed. Like this corner here, tests how well you can corner, tests how well you can keep your speed while cornering. So it's a good track for learning how to drive on, you know, or at least for learning how to drive tactically. So that's a good plus. So we are 15.5 seconds in the lead currently, as we head down towards the end of sector 1, I believe. We do go wide. We are on the grass, but we hold it. We are okay. No spin outs are done there. Looking on the last corner of sector 1, I believe now. There is sector 2 right in front of us. That corner was taking a little bit messily, but we did get there in the end. Was no problem at all. As you know, enter the last sector of the circuit. We are doing brilliantly this lap, much faster than last lap, I believe. I'm not looking at the gap. I haven't looked at the gap at all this lap, I'll be honest. I don't know how much quicker I'm going, but yeah, it feels quicker. And we had 24 seconds in the lead, so we're definitely further ahead than last race. This track is a lot longer, or a bit longer. An extra 20 seconds per lap, approximately. Ahead into the last corner of the race, and that was taking at some speed. Oh no, look at that, we've gone off onto the grass on the very last corner, but we're back on, and a nice win there for us. 2 minutes 19.123. Could have been quicker if we didn't fumble the last corner, but we did make it, and we did have a very convincing win there by nearly 30 seconds, so it's looking good so far. So next we have 2 laps around the Nürburgring GP circuit. Let's get straight into that race. Nürburgring, not the Nordschleife, just the smaller GP circuit. So nothing too difficult this race. I think it's only 2 laps as well, so 4 or 5 minutes will take. I think this car's got a V6 engine, if I'm correct. Not too sure what engine it has. I don't really know what engines the 911s generally use. Is it V6? Is it V8? Is it even V10s for the higher models? I'm not too sure. Anyway, if you do know, do let me know down below in the comments. 2 laps and we're off. Past the Mazda Tenza at the start. Next we have, is that a Renault Clio by the looks of it? Here shouldn't be a problem at all. No, it's a Golf GTI. Looked like a Clio from the back. And into the first corner, there's a Clio. And, oh, watch out everybody. Okay, we just about make it through without a scratch. Kind of. Into corner number 2 we go, and we take everybody in the inside there. Up into 3rd place. It's our podium position already. And with 5.5 seconds behind the lead, there shouldn't be a problem. So we're already down to 3.5. 3rd place looks to be in... like, I don't know what they've got actually. They've got an Alfa Romeo 4C, there we go. It looked like a Lamborghini for a second from far away, and I was thinking, why the hell have they got a Lamborghini in the Sunday Cup? But then again, why have I got a Porsche 911 in the Sunday Cup? Well, because it's an N400, but anyway. We now go into the hairpin at the bottom. Well, no, I think this is a bit... I don't think it's actually sharp enough to be a hairpin, is it? Yeah, either way, it looks like a hairpin, so I'm going to call it a hairpin. I'm going to head up to the Schumacher S. Speaking of Schumacher, one of Michael Schumacher's records did get broken yesterday at Sochi in Russia by one Lewis Hamilton. Yes, boy. The record was most races led, and to qualify for leading a race, you've got to lead the race for at least 1 lap, 1 full lap. I believe Michael was either on 152 or 153. Lewis is 1 above that now. So... congratulations. I think it was on 152 and Lewis is now 153. So congratulations to Lewis. That is a hell of a record to break, I will admit. I think he's only 8 or 9 wins away from Schumacher's win record now as well. Well, that is very easily achievable. It will be done next season. As long as he keeps up his momentum. He has only won once at Hungary, and that was yesterday in Sochi, Russia. So one can only hope that he does beat them records, but by, you know, looking at his season so far, he will. I'm pretty sure that he'll beat it. You know, doesn't, you know, it's not out of the realms of possibility at all. The man's in his prime. So yeah, let's just hope he does it, you know. Anyway, on to the second lap. Our first lap with a 2 minutes 22.276 with 5 seconds nearly in the lead. So we have got a decent lead, and we've had a decent time so far. You can see some back paces going around the first corner. Some back markers, I should say. Again, I hope I'm not too bright when I'm facing the brightness of the screen. Like when, because half of the track see it's not too bright, but then if I turn here, wait for it. Yeah, see how bright that makes my face go? So I hope I'm not too bright at the moment. It's like white face. Well, I mean, I am white, so it kind of comes as standard. Anyway, the Alfa Romeo is lingering behind us. He's still 6.5 seconds off us, but I think I should up the pace a little bit just to make sure that we do stay ahead of him for much longer in case the spin out does happen by the end. I've been cruising for the majority of this lap, so So there we go, now on to the big straight, before the chicane, before the final corner, before the last straight. We are going to do it. Into the chicane we go, nicely done and quickly done. Around the final corner we head to now. And as my face goes very bright once more, we do complete the last lap, setting a 2 minute 17.491 in the process. A good last lap and a good win overall. As we're not eligible for our prize car, we will collect that at the end of the stream, so stay tuned for that, see what car we get. Hopefully it's a good one. So our next race is now 5 laps around the Centre 2 version of Maggiore. Should be a pretty quick race. It's a fast circuit apart from the first sector. And luckily it's not the big track 5 laps around, because doing that in this car would be like 5 hours. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it, man. No, let's just go for it. Okay, here we go, starting the race now. And we are actually doing the reverse again, so there'll be the last sector which is the slowest. So here we go. Into the first corner we go, and hopefully I haven't gone too fast into it. No, I have not, that's good. Now this circuit is pretty quick. Just the last 2 corners are the ones that will slow us down drastically. And that super's put on the brakes a lot there. It's just, oh my goodness, he's gone well over. Completely cut me off of my line. But I do get past him, albeit a little bit of a bump for my Porsche. That Golf is going extremely wide and he's flying back on. And we are now into the slow section. We are 6 or 7 seconds behind the leader. Now 6, now 5. They passed the GT86. Did make that huge mistake in Suzuka earlier on. You silly Toyota driver. Now past the Golf into second place. Who's waiting for us in the lead? That looks to me like a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. And it is, it's the final edition, Evo 10. Behind him we go, and past him we go. See you later, buddy. So lap 2 out of 5, we already have the lead. Let's see how far in the lead we can actually get. I'm gonna try and keep off that big orange bump there. That will send your car bouncing up on 2 wheels. Not the recommended line to take, that one. I did make that mistake last lap, and I did bounce up a little bit, but just about held it. So at the end of the second lap, we do set a 52.327. A good second lap from us there then, 5 seconds faster than our previous lap. And heading down towards sector 2, heading down the fastest part of the track right now, and the fastest wavy part. I quite like this part of the track, I will admit. It's very fast and very easy to get through as well. Maybe take that one a little bit wide. It's no problem though. These corners aren't exactly difficult to handle. They're very open. It's a very wide open track, this one, so could we possibly see a lapping this race? I know we're still about half or nearly half a lap behind lapping last place, but we're not too, you know, it's the only thing that's out there as a possibility. Our car's much faster than theirs, so possibly could we? That last then wasn't as fast, 52.8, half a second off of our fastest lap. I'm not gonna go for the lap. I'm not gonna go for trying to lap him. I'm just gonna try and set myself a new fastest lap for the end of the race. I do wanna drive it faster than this, I will admit. That was a great sequence of cornering. As we head around the last 2 corners now, heading towards the last lap. Could we actually lap them this time? You never know. And we do set a 52.339, so just a tiny bit slower than our fastest lap there. Oh, literally 1/100th slower that one was. As we now head down the fast straight to the fast winding corners of the last lap of the race, lap 5 out of 5. We have 15 seconds in the lead, near enough. Now we're slightly ahead in our time as well right now. If there's one more lap, then we could have lapped him. But that was not to be this time, unfortunately. But we do win at Magyar. A well-deserved victory, and we set a 51.373, nearly a full second faster than our fastest lap that time. That was a fast lap, everybody. As we do collect our rewards, 6.3 miles driven that race, 34.4 for the day. So race number 7, the last race, 3 laps around Blue Moon Speedway's infield A. Shouldn't take long at all, should be a relatively easy race, so let's get straight into that. So after this race, hopefully we'll be changing up our car. If not, I've enjoyed driving this car so far, so I'm more than happy to drive it some more. Half an hour into stream now, and we start the last race of the Sunday Cup. At least until more races get added to whatever championship. As our new races added in content updates to league mode, it could be to any championship that they fancy. So we might have to revisit a championship at some point. Okay then, so round the first corner we go, and we're already up to 8th position, 7 seconds behind the leader. Now I've not raced this track in ages, so I do apologise if I'm a bit slower on this track for the first lap. Just have to get used to it again. Yeah, like I go a lot faster around there. Very wide open circuit again, just like Magyar's in short circuit, central loop, whatever you want to call it. As oh dearie me, very wide into that corner, but we do make it. We do hold on to it. That Alpine A110 is very quick right now. He's flying around the corners, is he? He's no match for the mighty Porsche 911, which is lurking behind him. Around the second to last corner we go now. Nearly saying hello to the barrier with a big smack, but no. Emily and the Alpine, clean as you like. Oh, I know, I do think he turned into us slightly, but we are ahead. And in the process setting a 1 minute 24.184. 155 miles an hour done that straight. I think that's the fastest we've actually been in this car so far. That's nice to see. We can get the speed up in the car very easily, and that we can set new driving or speed records in this car while we're at it. So then into this next section. I actually quite like this, you know. This is a very nice track, this one. So we are into sector 2 now, not too far over sector 3. There's these couple of corners here. Stick to the racing line in this one. And round we come now onto the last sector, last 2 corners, and a little bit of a cut, and this time we do meet with the barrier. Unfortunately we do trade paint a little bit. Never mind though, as we are on track for a faster lap than last time. Hopefully we'll get a 1 minute 20 or lower. and we do set a 1 minute 19.917. Very close to missing out in the 120s, but we do make it. Very wide around there. That's not gonna be a fast lap this time. You can forget, we can scrap the fastest lap streak there. Unless something miraculous happens this lap and I just speed up drastically through in the corners compared to last lap. So I don't think will happen. We're currently 7/10 down on our fastest lap. And we have caught up slightly, we are 2/10 faster in that sector. Yeah, I will admit, maybe we can actually beat our fast lap again here, as we didn't hit the wall this time. We are on track for a pretty good lap, I think. Sorry about the mic there. Okay, a 1:19.872, we actually beat the fastest lap. Although we, you know, even though we slid off at the start of the lap, we do still beat it. And that is the Sunday Cup completed, everybody. There we go. Oh, I've just started the race again, my bad. So, that is Championship 1 complete. We'll be doing 2 more championships today before we finish up. But there we are. Sunday Cup all completed, all 7 races that are in the game so far done. We have another 12 races to go through in this stream. Next is the FF Challenge. So we start off with 3 laps around Blue Moon Speedway 2. N400 is recommended, we don't have one. So we can either look at doing one of these cars up or buying an N400 that is FF. I think I'm going to do a car up. I think I'm going to see if I can do one of them up to 400 brake. If I can, that is great. Hopefully we can. But we have chosen the DS3 as it was the lightest one. I really hope this can go up to at least, you know, the 350, 370 mark. I don't waste my points. So we're going to take it very slowly in doing it up. So 240, 277, 315 is an N300. God damn it. Right, we are gonna be right back. We're gonna go buy our first car. Now we did use a few points. We lost about 700 points. It's not too bad. Oh, we collect our daily workout car early. Okay, we are collecting the car early. No problem. It is meant to be for the end of the episode, but it's no problem at all. We today get a Genesis group. What group is that? 3 or 4? Group 4. Okay. Right, no problem then. We've already collected our daily reward car. I'm not too bothered about that. I don't really care if I get it early or not. At the end of the day, we need to get a car for stream. So we are off to get a N400 FF class car. So I don't really know my N400s, don't really know my FF classes for this game, so I'm just going to look through, I'm going to scour through until I find one, and we're going to start off with the first manufacturer that is here, Ford. Do they have one? N400 as an FR, N400 4-wheel drive, N400 MR. I wouldn't be able to afford that anyway, I don't think, so nothing in Ford. Let's have a look in Chevrolet, where they have got the new Camaro and the new Stingray prototype. So we have N400 FR. Nope, nothing in Chevrolet. So do Dodge have anything in store for us? I hope they do. N400 FR. I've already got their car anyway. Nothing in Dodge. Division Gran Turismo with a 370 odd mile an hour one. Very, very, very quick car. Is it worth looking at Shelby because they're so expensive? I don't think they'll be able to even do it. They haven't got one anyway.
So this is going to be a little bit of a boring section. I do apologise. I'm just looking for a car at the moment. I'm looking for, or if I can't find one, I'm just going to stick with the DS3 and just make the weight go all the way down, which is an N300. So either way, we are doing it. But for now, we just got to look for the right car, which, like I said, could take a little while, but we will get there in the end, I promise you. Aston Martin wouldn't have an M400, would they? Let's have a look. They do, but it's an FR. That's a shame. Aston Martin's are very fast cars. I wouldn't expect them to have an M400, but you never know what you expect. TVR, they could possibly have one. FR. God damn it, this is such a shame. All the cars that look promising just aren't to be. So, nothing. No. What a shame, eh? Mercedes-Benz, come on, please revive me, Germany. 400 forward drive, god damn it. I love the SLR McLaren, it's such a beautiful car. It is one of the most gorgeous cars in the world in my opinion. I absolutely love it. On to BMW now. N400 FR. No, BMW had two of them and neither were the right one. No way. Audi. Come on, Audi. N400 for that's only a 400. Wow, I thought that would be like a 600 or a 500. I didn't. Oh, I guess it is the older model of the R8. I think that one. Okay, we've got some difficulties at the moment. So, oh, that's RR. I mean FF. Come on, game. Renault, they wouldn't have one. Peugeot, possibly. I don't think Peugeot would have one, would they? Well, that's an FF, but it's not the right class at all. I think of what thing could have it. What could Lamborghini could possibly have it with their lower cars. Let's have a look. That's an MR. That's cost loads. It's like 1.8 million. That one is anyway. I ain't spend that much just to do a low league championship. No way. You know what? If it's not in Maserati, I'm just gonna do it in the DS3. N400 FR. No. Okay, let's just do it in the DS3. Why the hell not? Let's just make it as light as possible, and let's just go for it, man. You know, let's not wait around. Let's not muck around anymore. Let's just go for it. So FF challenge. Oh, now look at these cars. I do see. Nope, we're heading back quickly. No, apologies. I've just seen a car that I would love to do it in. Right, don't display again, come on. Right, bear with. We're gonna buy a Civic Type R. I love the Civic Type R. I am a die-hard fan of the Civic Type R. We're gonna buy the Civic Type R. N300 FF, we're gonna do it up. 42,800, there we go. Our first car that we've bought. My first car, we got the trophy for it. Brilliant. So we're going to get straight into that car now, and we are going to let's just get this championship won, shall we? Okay, after that's been done, we can now go into our league and we can do it in the Civic Type R. So yes, 3 laps in Blue Moon Speedway, Blue Moon Bay Speedway. I'm looking forward to this. Driving a Civic Type R. So hopefully soon I'll be able to see that in real life. I mean, you know, it's pretty expensive and I am so young, so I'm not expecting it for at least another like 5-10 years, but one day. One day I'll be able to drive the monster that is the Civic Type R, so we're gonna do it up to N400 status. 345 sport soft tyres. You know what, we're gonna do even more to it. We're gonna make it light as a kite. 1200 we can put it on. Oh, gotta put on sport soft, my bad. Okay, here we go. After a few minutes of waiting, I do apologise. We are now on to the next championship, the FF Championship in the Civic Type R, the Ice White Civic Type R, and we're off. We start in 12th out of 12th. Let's see how fast we can get the car up to, shall we? Heading around the first corner now. Oh, a little bit skiddy around the corner, but we are getting there. We are getting there, and 120 miles an hour as we come into this right curve. Get there before they do. Just about we do. We're 7.5 seconds behind the leader. There he is, heading down the last second to last straight there, I should say. The Civic is blinding it down this straight. 155 miles an hour, flying up towards the cars in front. All inferior cars in front of us, including one of our own. Another white Civic Type R, and we do go around the inside and we do take second place. Now 3 seconds until the leader now. We're there now, don't you worry. Now we've halved our gap already. Just now down to 1 second, half a second. Look how much faster we are. Get out of my way, mate. You don't even deserve to be on the same track as me right now. Whereas this car? This car is excellent. A little bit drifty around that corner, I will admit, but we are around it. Just look at the wing. Look how lovely that is. Okay then. Cruising at 150 currently with nearly 3 seconds in the lead. Our fastest lap is a 1:08.831 and we're 4.25 seconds up on our previous lap. So we are doing fantastically so far in the first race of this tournament. So on to the last lap now, 56.317. Around the first corner we go. If we can just get some of that drift in, that'd be perfect. No, drift, all around the corner. And we're 5 seconds in the lead now from the DS3 behind us, I believe. And the last corner now we go. I haven't checked if I'm up or down on my last lap, but I don't really care at the moment. Let's just get this lap over and done with and get race number 1 out of 7 completed. We don't beat it. We're 56.426, 1/10 down, but we're good. We're good. We are good. We win the race in 2 minutes 53.574 seconds. On to the next race. We are now going on to 3 laps around Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa, or Yamagiwa, whatever it's called. Things are looking good so far. Thank you to anyone who's in the stream with us right now. Do appreciate it. Nice to have someone sticking around, or nice to have people sticking around while I do my races. It's always nice to have some company. Okay. Oh, my neck does hurt a little bit, I will admit. So, FF Challenge Race 2, here we go. We start off pretty well with a good launch, and we're up into 10th already. Come on, mate, speed up. We're 12.5 seconds behind the leader. clear does turn into us, even though we do turn a little bit late, I will admit. It's a half an hour fault for that one. More mine, I'd say. We are past the other Civic Type R and past the next Clio as we head into the next corner. And the RCZ struggling to stay on the track as he turns straight in on us. You got wing mirrors for a reason, fella. Look in them. Past both the RCZs now into the third place, a bronze place position currently. Look at the time actually, I may have to just finish off these two championships, as in the Sunday Cup and this one, and then cut it, and then call it a night, as I have got things I have to do tonight. I've got stuff to do, so depending on what the time is when I finish this championship, I'll see what the time is and I'll come to a conclusion. But I do want to get the first three done tonight, but if I can't, I may have an earlier start tomorrow, or just do 2 a day. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But for now, we're definitely completing the championship tonight. And we are 4 seconds in the lead currently after the first lap. By the way, we finished that lap in 2 minutes 1.345 seconds, and now 5 seconds in the lead currently. So we're 5 seconds ahead in our lap right now. As we come into a tight left-hander here, hairpin-esque corner, heading towards sector 4. Yeah, this is sector 4, last sector of the track. And we do run a little bit wide, a little bit too fast into the corner, but I did hold it, luckily. Yeah, just making sure that my microphone was on. I thought I had a little bit of suspicion it was off for a second, but it is on. Okay then, 10 seconds into lead as we do put a 1 minute 56.791 on lap number 2. 10.9 seconds in the lead, 11 seconds in the lead now I should say, as we enter the third and final lap of this race. It's been an easy contest so far. And I have got a very late night tonight. I'm up until about 3 or 4 AM tonight, as Monday Night Raw WWE is being completely revamped, and I am watching a watch along live, so I can hear and see everything that's going on. It's going to be loads of fun. They're making a massive change to their sets because they just entered a war with new company All Elite Wrestling, AEW. They've entered a new, it's a Wednesday night war, so you've got your 3 brands of WWE. Raw on Mondays, NXT on Wednesdays, and SmackDown on Fridays now. Starting from this is the first week SmackDown is going to be on Fridays in a very long time, or if not ever. I think it's a very long time. But so AEW over a new channel, a new show called Dynamite, which airs on TNT in America in Wednesday in the same time slot as WWE's NXT, so it's a lot like WWE versus WCW back in the days. but it is like the 2019 new edition. As clipping the grass a little bit again there, same place as last lap, that one. But yeah, so I'm watching along with a channel tonight from 1 AM until 4 AM or till I get tired. And so it's going to be a very fun night. I'm looking forward to it. WWE are really stepping up this week. It's their biggest week, one of their biggest weeks in history this week for WWE. They're debuting, they're bringing back pyro, so pyrotechnics, like your fireworks and crap like that. New sets, new logos, new intros, new everything. Both shows, or all three shows, have their unique feel to it. NXT was different from SmackDown and Raw anyway in terms of feel, the way it was. The ring was black compared to white. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, SmackDown and Raw are going to be very different shows now. I'm going to be watching it, so I'm looking forward to it. If any of you are wrestling fans that also watch these videos, let me know. Let me know your favourite wrestler. Let me know your favourite people. Let me know what you like at wrestling, you know. I like wrestling because I like the storytelling. And a lot of people say that wrestling is, it's fake, it's predetermined. It's not fake, it is predetermined though, yes. It is a predetermined sport. It is sports entertainment. What they do is real. And there is a quote from an ex-wrestler, I can't remember who it is, but the quote is, the only fake part about wrestling is the finish, or is the result. Everything else is real, which is true. I'm not a professional wrestler, but I do know how to do submission moves. I do know how to do wrestling moves, and they do hurt. I've taken bumps before. I have, I've done submissions myself. I've been put in them. They are very painful, and so I feel like the shtick that wrestlers get is completely ridiculous, because not from first-hand experience, but from someone who analyses it as much as I do, knows it is very painful. And everything, even jumping off of a top rope and landing very safely on someone, it can kill your back for the next few days. Or even getting suplex where you get lifted up in the air and onto the mat, that can damage you. You've got 2x4 bits of wood underneath that ring mat, and underneath that is pure steel. So it's not like you're landing on something bouncy, or 2x2, sorry, wood. 2x4, 2x2 wood. It's big, thick pallets of wood that's underneath a ring mat. So, bumping into the lead now. So, I think wrestling's awesome. I've loved it ever since. I grew up with people like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, Kane, Rikishi, all that lot, and then before that, obviously, you had your Hulk Hogan's, your Randy Savage's, your Ultimate Warriors, your Stings. It's a constant evolution of the sport, and I'm glad that as a young adult I get to experience the hottest wrestling's been in 2 decades, and I cannot wait. As someone who loves wrestling as much as they love gaming, it's an honour to be able to experience it all. Its peak. It's probably the peak. Of this is the next boom per se in wrestling, and I cannot wait for it. But anyway, back to it. I did get a little bit carried away. We're doing 3 laps around Alsace Village at the moment. We are 1 lap in the second lap. We are 1 lap through. 2 minutes 20.8 for my first lap, and I'm 5.5 seconds in the lead. So we're doing good. Pretty good so far. Also, one other thing you'll notice now about my videos, they have custom thumbnails. Yay! I mean, they're not professional. They're not, they're not like big ones. I've just got basic ones for now, saying the title of what we're doing in that video, or for like my FIFA Mobile one, it's just the league, the number of the episode number, and the icon for FIFA Mobile. Now, I'm making sure that I use reusable pictures, so make sure if you're doing YouTube as well, To anyone who's watching, if you're doing YouTube, do not use do not use copyrighted photos. I know it's a lot more lenient when you do photos compared to music. If it's music, you will get struck straight away due to it being audible, like it is audio on the video. If it's a photo on your thumbnail, I think that they are a lot more lenient with it. I think it is allowed a lot of the time, and a lot of people get away with it. Small and big YouTubers get away with it so often. But at least for now, while I'm testing the waters, I'm using photos that are okay. The only one that I'm a little bit concerned about is my FIFA Mobile, as I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, but it's literally just the game icon that I've added. You know, it's what everyone sees. You don't see it when you're playing the game, so I feel like it's okay. But the Gran Turismo one is not a copyrighted photo. It is completely safe. So yeah, if any bidding YouTubers, don't go ahead and use all the professional photos straight away until you've got authorization. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting until I'm a bit of a bigger channel. If I get bigger, to do any to email companies and ask for authorization for the pictures, because I feel like as someone who's very small at the moment and someone who's just starting out, they'll think, no, but if I'm a bigger channel, it might work out. But for now, I'm using saved photos, and that's what you should do too if you're just starting out. Unless you've got ways around it, then just stay safe, be safe, and don't get your channel messed up like I had mine messed up the other night. Well, it wasn't to do with copyright, my inconvenience, but just beware, because copyright is is the biggest reason why people don't, one of the biggest reasons why people don't flourish in YouTube, because they can't fund their channel enough. They can't get far enough, and while the audience may be big, their pockets aren't in the end if they don't get monetized. So be careful. Take every precautionary step you can and just play it safe. That's what I'm doing, and I admit it does make you feel a bit limited, makes you feel a bit strained at first, but you get used to it very quickly. I only started it today and already I'm thinking, it's not too bad at all. I've already got a thumbnail lined up for after this live stream. Very simple, you don't have to put too much effort into it. Just do what you feel, do it enough so people know what the video is, because I feel like having a random screenshot of me playing the game when the video goes up automatically is just not enough. But if you want to do it, you get the YouTube Studio app on your phone, or do it on your laptop, computer, desktop, whenever you've got it on. I do it on my phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy, so Android. So just download the YouTube Studio app, and then you can just click on your video and you can customize thumbnails. As well as that, you can look at your channel views, your expected views, subscribers. It is so cool. I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know you could do custom thumbnails. That's the only reason I've got it. But it shows all your statistics as well, which is actually really quite cool. It's really quite fun to look at, as we do in the race now. But I've been rambling on so much this race, I do apologise. But yeah, again, just be careful when you're doing your images. Be careful with the audio in your videos. Be careful with it all. You just gotta beware, because copyright will get you, unfortunately. Anyway, we're on to 6 laps this time on Magyar, on the central loop, whatever it's called. 6 laps this time instead of 5 as last time. So let's go straight into that. And okay, Manchester United are currently playing against Arsenal, and we're winning 1-0. Yes, Scott McTominay with his first home goal. I think it was Scott McTominay, I think it said. So I'm very happy with that. We're going into the second half with a lead. I don't know what it'll be like in a minute. They could score any minute, but yeah, great news. As we start the race, this time it is the normal layout, or the normal variation, not the reverse. And oh, careful mate, careful. I do like that DS3. I think that is the DS3 Racing, the orange and black one, or it's just a painted regular DS3, but the orange DS3, I think there's only 1,000 made, or 100 made, or maybe It was either 100, 1000 or 300 of these that were created. And lovely looking car. They got 200 brake horsepower, orange alloys. It just looked wonderful. You know, I would love one of them. Sporty AF, if you know what I mean. So, on the last corner, heading up to the second lap now. We're in 5th place, 6 seconds behind the leader. And we can just bounce up into 2nd place right here as the 3 cars ahead. We're not going fast at all. We have a Peugeot RCZ ahead of us. If it's anything like its regular version, it's not going to be very hard to pass. And yes, look at that. You idiot, you go so wide. So we're past him. Is this race 4 out of 7? I think it is. I was about to say I'm looking forward to getting the prize car. I remembered I was a dope and did it early. We got the Hyundai Genesis Group 4 in case you weren't here for it. The Hyundai Genesis Group 4, yes. I think that's my 2nd one or my 3rd one of it, so great. They just give me the same old crap. So, here we go then. 53.380 that lap. I think that was even faster than the Porsche did it in. That's actually quite mental considering that a Porsche 911 compared to a Civic Type R, but hey, this is a lovely car. Just look at this. Ain't this a lovely car? Let's sit in this view for a little bit to look at the rear end of this car. Look at dual boring or dual twin exhausts, whatever you want to call them, twin exhausts. And there's four lovely big exhausts on this car. It is wonderful. Don't this one Spitfire? I don't think it does. Okay, so I can turn normal view now. So we're looking good at the moment. There we are, 53.127, that's good. So we are nearly 12 seconds in the lead currently. Looking good at the moment. We're heading up to lap 5 now. And I don't think this lap will be any faster than our best one. No, 53.264. I'm going to try and get a fast lap at least one more time for the end of the race. That was a bit deep. So I didn't really like that corner. That was a bit sucky. So head into the second and only sector. Oh, no, second and only. Come on, Billy. No, yeah, I mean the only other sector of the track. There we go. There we go. So into the last corner we go, a nice sharp and slow right-hander as we power out of the corner. 60 miles an hour already. Into gear 4, heading towards the finish line. 18 seconds in the lead. All is good, and we get a 52.589, half a second faster than our best lap. That was a great lap, and I've achieved my target of getting a faster lap this race, or faster lap in the last 2 laps. Let's see if we can do it again. And give it a nice big push in it. And to the last corner we go. Takes on nice and fast, nice and fast, nice and fast. And we're through. Okay, hopefully that was enough to secure an even faster lap. Oh, well, hopefully we can get a 51. No, it doesn't, but we do beat our lap again by 3, or 0.387. So brilliant, nice fast lap to finish off the race, fastest lap of the race. 5 minutes 22 seconds, 0.722. That was a great win for us there. So the 74 miles for today, and we've got our money back. So next is 6 laps around Sukuba, whatever the hell it's called. 6 laps around it. So we're looking at about a 5-6 minute race. Look at the time. I think I am going to finish up after this. After these next 3 races, I did want to keep it until 9:30. So depending on the length of the championships, I know that the next one's only 5 races. Depending on the length, I might do 3 an episode, I might do 2 an episode. But hey, it just makes some more content, doesn't it? It makes some more streams, makes some more fun. So, because I don't want to keep these streams too long, I think an hour and a half, 2 hours is decent for me on a nightly basis, apart from Sundays. Although yesterday was an exception because I wanted to get a longer stream out just to make up for the problems I had with my other channel, just to get just to let everyone know early on before, just without taking a whole day break and just saying, oh look at me, I'm back, I felt that getting out as soon as possible would be the best way to sort everything out. So yeah, we're all here now, and every day but Sunday there'll be a stream, unless I have problems streaming, or unless I have commitments to attend to, then I will let you all know beforehand, a good couple of days, or at least as soon as I know. Every day but Sunday, and there will be a FIFA mobile video up every day including Sunday, so you won't have to worry about there being nothing on a Sunday. There will still be a pre-recorded FIFA mobile done up there for you at 1 PM UK time on a Sunday, and the same time for every other day. Today we got halfway through Bundesliga 2. We had a very, very good video today, very successful. I think I did very good in that video today, performance-wise. I think I'm not gonna do it anymore on Oktoberfest. It's gonna be World Tour for a little bit until another big event comes around. I'm gonna be doing some World Tour off camera. World Tour. I'm gonna be doing some Oktoberfest off camera because I want to get some of that done. But the only reason I haven't been recording it is because you only get 20 energy. It doesn't really create for a long episode, and I want thorough playthroughs. I don't just want to do 2 matches and think, oh god, I can't do anything else. So FIFA Mobile for a little bit until a big event which you can really do a lot, like a World Tour's worth episode content in. I'm just going to stick to World Tour. I'm going to do the Oktoberfest off camera because it's more of a thing that you just do in your spare time, the Oktoberfest, and World Tour is career mode, so it's nice to showcase that for you all. I feel like if you haven't got to that part yet, then it's a good thing to show, So we have actually got good enough players to go on to the championship on the England story, but I want to get the lowest leagues of everything else sorted out first. And I did look over the championship today, and my team is nowhere near good enough to compete at the end of the championship. So I'm going to wait till my team is good enough to compete with the whole section. I think it's like 88 rated teams at the end or something like that, so I ain't bothering with that yet. No way. And you're like 3-0 down against them, I think, by the end, and you're in like the second half, so it's gotta be, you've got to be on the ball deep into the game already with a better team. So I ain't doing that yet, not yet. For now, we're on lap 3 out of 6. Our best lap so far being a 1 minute 5.313. We are a little bit faster on this lap by the looks of it. We do post a 1 minute 4.776, half a second, or just above half a second quicker than our best lap already. And we are over halfway through the race now. We're into the latter half of the race, and we have a good lead, 5.5 seconds still. I mean, 1/10 under. Slower. That's the thing. That's something they need to patch. Sometimes when you go through your sectors, if it's a minus on your sector time, it means you're quicker than. If you're a plus on your sector time, it means you're slower than. And it'll be a purple box, so a red box if you're slower and a purple box if you're faster. And sometimes it shows the plus sign for being slower when you are actually slower. No, it shows the plus sign for slower, but it shows it in the faster time box, so it's a purple plus, which is quite confusing. It does confuse me quite a lot, and so I look at the actual sign, but that's a major patch, as we do go 1/10 slower on that lap overall, onto the 5th out of 6th lap. I thought we were on the last lap for some reason, but we still got 2 to go, including this one. Always looking well, though, 8 seconds in the lead with 4.5 minutes into the race. So we are 3/10 up on the lap. Looks to be setting a mid 1:04 currently. That'd be great to post one of them. Even a low 1:04 or a high 1:03 would be pretty decent, I think. To go faster always shows that you're improving right while you're racing, so to go faster is always a good thing to look at, a thing to smile at. As we do get a 1:04.083, nearly 7/10 faster that lap. I did really push when I realised I was 3/10 up, just to push that extra little bit, and we do get a good payoff for it, 8/10 nearly faster. Oh no, nearly 9/10 faster than our fastest lap there. As 1:61 down on our last lap. This has been a rather enjoyable race, I will admit. I am growing more to like this track every time I race on it. I used to hate this track back in Gran Turismo 4 and Gran Turismo 5. Used to get my nerves. I used to dread racing on this track, but you know, since sport has come around, I've kind of grown into it. I've kind of grown to like it. I think this circuit's on Forza 7 as well, or I could be completely wrong. It's another different game I like to play sometimes. So when I play that as well, I do quite enjoy it. And our final lap is a 1:04.103, so 2/100ths down the fastest lap. Another victory. That is great. That is our 12th victory of the stream, I believe. We're nearly up to 100 miles, and 82.1 miles now for driving distance today. As we head on to the second to last race, 5 laps around Autopolis International Racing Course. This race will take about the same amount of time as Sukuber took, so let's go into that. And oh dear, it is 1-1 in the Man United Arsenal match. Brilliant. Aubameyang, his finish has been ruled a goal by VAR. God damn it, I wasn't expecting much from this side, but bloody hell, we are 1-1 against Arsenal. I mean, they are doing better than us at the moment, but Arsenal, come on boys, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. Anyway, let's forget about that and let's focus on racing. So we're starting 12th out of 12th, 5 laps to go. Let's use that Japanese power to take the lead in hopefully the first lap. Does be the first lap though. We used to have quite a bit behind first place. We are 13 seconds behind first place currently. Triple overtake coming up, as we do get nudging a little bit. The Peugeot does close in on us mid overtake. And the DS3 and the Meter having a little bit of a battle, and we do go through the middle cleanly as well, which is a nice little cheeky move. And past the Megane Renault Sport we go into third place. We might actually get first place in the first lap. And the Focus, he is whining us a little bit there. The car number 44, he is no Lewis Hamilton, but he is number 44 nonetheless. Oh my goodness, oh wow, I didn't realise it went this way. Oh yeah, this is the shorter version, my bad. Okay, I was not even looking at the map. We do push the Persian wide a little bit. We don't touch him, but we do send him wide a little bit. A 125.194 at the first lap. I wonder why this track looks so different. I realise this isn't even the blimmin' the long track. This is the short version. So my lap target for this race, I want to try and set a 1 minute 21 at least. If I can't do that, a 1 minute 22 is my next target. We have 4 laps including this one to do it, so no pressure at all. We've got plenty of time to try and complete that little target of ours. And also pushes me to go faster, as I've now made myself a target and everyone who's watching now knows what my target is, so no pressure. Anyway, this is the second to last race of the stream in case you don't remember. This one, and then I believe it's Brands Hatch, and then we are finished for today. Nearly 4 seconds up on our time, so 1 minute 21 can actually be in the offing on the second lap. As we now go for it, and we get a 1 minute 20. Brilliant. 1 minute 20.442. You know what? Do we go for the 1 minute 19? I don't know. I'll see how the first sector turns out. Well, I'll see how the second sector turns out. And come to a conclusion afterwards. We are 3/10 up, so it is possible. We're much faster this lap as well. I feel like I'm going a lot faster. So we need 10 seconds in the lead at the moment. We've got a nice decent lead here. And we are actually 6/10 up now, which is actually great. So a 119, it's very possible here. How are we going to get it? We do a 1 minute 19.871, a great lap. 3 seconds faster than I actually first set out to get, so that is actually very, very impressive for myself. As we do go on to the gravel, so there's no faster at this lap for that, that's for sure. So, there are 2 Japanese drivers in the top 5 I'm noticing. I don't know why I mentioned that, but we got a Spanish driver below us, a couple of British racers, the American and the German. Uh, 15.5 seconds in the lead. We are 6/10 down this lap. I don't blame them for that. Well, I don't blame myself for that one. No, I do blame myself, but I can understand the timing. There we go. That's what I'm trying to get out. And we do set a measly 1 minute 20.5 that lap, measly, as it's my 3rd slowest lap. I reckon we go for this lap. I reckon we do. I reckon at least another 1 minute 19 is in the offing this lap. I feel like I can achieve that. I don't mess it up. I'm just going to really focus for a minute or two, so do bear with me. Perfectly out of that corner. And for our last lap we set, oh so close, 1 minute 19.898, 2/100ths off. Very close, but we win, that's what matters. 91.6 miles driven today. One race left to go for this stream, and it's going to be 4 laps around Brands Hatch, the Grand Prix circuit. That's great. United still 1-1 in their match. They're no Rochdale, Arsenal. They're no Rochdale. So, as we get prepared for the last race of the stream, I'd just like to extend a thank you to everyone who has tuned in so far, and anyone who has left to tune in this last race. This is going to be the last race tonight, and I will be back tomorrow at the same time, 8 PM tomorrow we're going to do. For Gran Turismo Sport, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours again. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Hopefully, can't guarantee it, but I do hope to see you all there. So around the first couple of corners, we're going out for the first lap of the 4. Up into 8th, up into 7th nearly. Go on, mate, out the way, will ya? And we're into 4th. Moving from bronze to silver to gold, all in one winding corner, all in one winding corner, in one long corner. God, I messed up a good line there. Okay then. Second to last corner now, heading up to the last one on this straight line. And the last corner. This corner has caught me out more than 100 times, I swear. That corner is a tricky one. It's like an up and over corner, that one. You gotta be careful when taking it. Right, the first corner we go now for lap 2 out of 4. It's a 1 minute 46.401. Our first lap. So let's try and improve it. Let's try and get a 1 minute 43. Just throw it out there. 1 minute 43 we'll aim for this lap. A little bit of an off there, as the back wheel, the back right does connect with the curb on the inner side of the curb. So here we go now, and on to larger straight line of the race of the If you look at 3rd to 6th, it's it was Italy France, Italy France, not Italy Italy France France. That's quite funny. So it looks like we could be setting a 1 minute 42 at this point, if we can keep this lap up. We never know. We're a little bit slower on that sector, I would admit. That sector was a pretty rubbish one. And into the last corner we go. We are 8.7 seconds in the lead right now. For lap 2 we do set a 1 minute 42.3, so that is the second or 7/10 faster than I wanted to get, which is good. I reckon we can hit a 1 minute 41 this lap. I think a 1 minute 40 is out of the realms of possibility at the moment. So we'll go for the 1 minute 41 hopefully. Let's see if we can get it, shall we? Now, I have noticed about when I was talking about earlier, sometimes you get the sometimes you're slower, but it still shows the faster symbol. I'm noticing that even when you do get slower, and it showed the purple symbol, it won't cut with the like dung noise. It just comes up, it just goes beep. It doesn't make the noise along with it. I feel like my sound effects there. Hire me, please, someone. But yeah, so there is always that to look out for if you want to ever catch it out. But just as in case, it just acts up a little bit. It does need to be patched, in my opinion. We're fast on all sectors so far, so can we go for the 1 minute 40? I think we might actually be able to if we can get this last sector nailed. And that last corner was perfect. Now it's up to the speed of the cars to get me there in a good time. Doesn't look like it. 1 minute 41.2, 1.1 seconds faster than our last lap. That was a great lap. So do I go for it? Do I go for the 1 minute 40 this lap? I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. Let's see how we do after this first sector. Nearly 3/10 up on after the first sector. I'll check the second, because these sectors are so short. After the second sector, I'll come to a decision. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the 1 minute 40. We gotta beat it by at least 0.224 to get the 1 minute 40 times. Oh no, 0.225. Sorry, to enter the 1 minute 40s. So we are gonna go for it this time. We were a lot slower on the third sector, I will admit. So I'm just gonna shut up for a minute. Oh, very deep there, but we did make it. In a legal space, I believe, as well, which is good. Letting legal space in. I know you don't get penalties in these league races, apart from the endurances, is it? No, you don't get endurances. Right, here we go. The moment of truth. Are we going to get 1 minute 40? Are we going to hit it? It looks very possible from here. And we do. 1 minute 40.751. Every lap on that race was faster than the last. So we get our very fast time, 1 minute 40 there. And we hit 101.4 miles driven for this stream. And that was the last race. So we're level 25, 3/4 way through to level 26. 101.4 miles driven, back up to 9.231 million. 12.123 mileage points. So we're looking very good at the moment. It looks like we're going to be doing very well in these league championships, and it looks like we've got the right cars for the job as well. Let's just wait for it to go off of league, back onto the main menu, so we can do a proper finish. There we go. Right, so thank you. Actually, no, I'm going to go back onto league because that's a bit too bright of a screen. So, right, so thank you all for tuning in tonight. It has been it's been a joy to start off league mode tonight. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the next 2/3 tournaments. In fact, we have a quick look here. 557. We'll see. We might just do the 2 tomorrow and maybe do something else. I don't know. I'll come to a decision in the stream. But for now, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please do show some support by leaving a like and subscribing. That is always appreciated. But for now, I have been BDF018. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye for now.